What up? I know it's been a couple days. Probably like a week. I'm gonna be talking weird. I got gauze in my mouth. I just got back from the dentist. I'm actually driving home. 45 minutes to go to a trusted dentist. So let me give you a little rundown of what I've been going through. I was only on the road for like 2 weeks. Like right into my second week, I started getting some heavy toothache pain. So I was trying to find dentists over the road, some that go somewhere where I can get a tooth pulled. I was stuck in Kentucky for about 3 days because of the weather, and of course because of the weather, everything was shut down. I got a load coming out of there, going down to Mississippi, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna try there, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell them to put a note on my account on my truck just to go ahead and send me home to Houston. So another week had passed. I got home on Monday or Tuesday last week, and yeah, so I was there. I needed to come home, so come on over, you stupid fuck. I came home and I needed to go to the dentist, so I went and we tried to get me an appointment. I came home somewhat early. It was about noon or 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so we tried to get me an appointment, emergency tooth extraction appointment. Was it worth you coming over, dude? Now we're both sitting even further back than you could have been if you would have just stayed in your lane. Impatient people. I don't get it, dude. So we get an appointment for the following day at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Great. At this point in time, my tooth wasn't hurting too bad. But usually when I wake up in the morning, it hurts pretty good because I grind at night. And I still haven't bought anything to keep myself from grinding. So I go to this dentist. It's a Love It Dental. It's a big chain dental place, So I can only imagine that like the turnover rate's pretty high. Dentists usually come in there when they just get out of dental school. They're waiting for their office to get built or something, but they need to do some work while they're waiting, so they're just in practice basically, which all dentists are, but this one's really in practice because they just started. He gets in there and I tell him what's going on. I tell him, if you want an idea of, if you have an idea of what's going on with people's teeth, and if you've been to the dentist recently and you know about tooth numbers, I needed 30 and 13 extracted, okay? 31 and 14 were my back teeth. They needed to be pulled as well, but they weren't causing me pain. 13 has kept me from being able to eat on the left side of my mouth for about 3 years. I haven't ate on that side of my mouth in a long time. And then 30, of course, is what's been causing me to have a toothache. The root is finally exposed, and basically I would have very intense moments of pain for prolonged periods of time, and the only thing that would really give me any help would be ice water over the tooth, and then let it warm itself back up. And then there was a brief window from when it was cold to when it was warming back up to normal mouth temperature, which is like 98 degrees. It would feel better. So I go to this dentist and I point out to 3 different people: the assistant, the person that does my x-rays and stuff when I first get in there, and then I tell the planner, the person that's going to give me my plan, to get my teeth worked on or looked at or whatever. And then I talked to the dentist himself about which teeth were giving me problems. And I even pointed them out with my hand. Like, these are the teeth that hurt me. This is what I want extracted. So we extract. I go through the thing. He pulls them out. He's like, yeah, they came out pretty easily. It shouldn't hurt too much in the healing process. I'm going to go ahead and get you 800 milligram ibuprofen. And here's some antibiotics and a special mouthwash. So I go to brush my teeth that night, and I want to rinse my mouth out without mouthwash. I look in my mouth. Both my teeth are still in my mouth. They pulled the wrong way. They pulled 31 and 14 when I needed them to pull 13 and 31 or 30. So it's been hellacious, man. Like, absolutely horrible. For about 2 solid days, I was doing all right, you know, because the numbness was still in my mouth all the way up until I went to sleep. And then I wake up the next morning and it's still fine. So, you know, I'm like, maybe the antibiotics will just help me feel better, because, you know, there is a mild infection in my mouth and it will help. Well, no, it starts to hurt more. Like, I'm getting toothaches, and I inspect my tooth a little more, and it's like the dentists that love it used 30 to get 31 out, you know, less leverage to get it out, and it caused it to break more. So now my root's even more exposed, and I'm having more frequent toothaches. So now it's Saturday, right? I got my teeth pulled on Thursday. It's Saturday. Not a lot of places are open. So I call, we find a place called Bryden Dental. So I get an appointment same day on Saturday at 11:30 to Bryden to get my teeth looked at and potentially get it extracted, because I'm in pain and I need to get it done before I can get back on the road. There's no way that I can go back on the road with this kind of pain. So I show up at 11:30. They give me an all Spanish speaking paperwork to fill out, and I can't read it. So I use my phone as Google Translate. You can take like live video of the words on the screen, and it will translate it live for you. And I just pause it, and then I just read, and then I fill it out. So I fill out as much as I can. I turn it into her, and I'm like, yeah, well, it was all in Spanish, and I couldn't really read it, but I think I filled out pretty much everything that I need to fill out. And she's like, oh my God, you should have told me. And I'm thinking to myself, why aren't you paying attention? Like, I know I had a mask on, but I mean, I don't look that Hispanic, right? But anyway, so that wasn't even really the big a deal. They pulled me back there relatively quickly. It didn't take too long for them to get me in the back, and the dentist comes out, and she's already it sounds like she's not wanting to deal with shit, you know? So she's like, well, so what now? What's going on? What are we trying to do? And I'm like, I just need a tooth pulled. 30. And she like takes a look at it, and she's like, didn't you just have 2 teeth pulled? I was like, yeah, but I need another one pulled. Like, I just want you to pull my tooth. Is that too much to ask? So she wants to do and I'm starting to notice a trend at these major chains. They're wanting to pull teeth and do bone grafts because they're going to get more money. I just went to this trusted dentist, and he pulled my tooth for me, and he just said I didn't need a bone graft for that tooth because I had one behind it, which I could use as an implant, and then I can just bridge over from the implant to my other good molar, you know? So they're just trying to siphon more money out of me when I didn't even need the bone graft. I would have paid an extra $500 for them to stick some shit in that hole and basically just keep it there, keep the gums from closing in on themselves, and go from there. But no. So she's a bitch, basically. A big bitch. And she's like, well, you know, I don't just, you know, I'm going to have to see how my schedule looks later today. I don't just do extractions for someone that doesn't have an appointment time. I'm like, ma'am, I'm here on an appointment time. I got an appointment time at 11:30. You know, so that's the kind of vibe she had. So she's like, all right, well, you know, we're going to do an EXT with the BG, which is an extraction with the bone graft. So I go sit in this room, and I wait another fucking 15 minutes for a lady to come in to tell me how much it's going to cost. $1,100 for one tooth. Now, that's how much it's going to cost me. $1,100 for one tooth. When I got 2 teeth pulled and 2 bone grafts for $1,100 at Love It. Okay? And it's because I wasn't on the Bryden plan. So she went ahead and signed me up for the Bryden plan, and it knocked my price down to $760, which was still too fucking much. And I wasn't going to wait until 2 o'clock. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to wait until Monday, because I had already had a scheduled dentist appointment with a trusted dentist that my wife's been going to, and she actually worked for years. And I went, and I swear it was the best experience I've ever had. I just left there. He pulled it out. He got the tooth out basically in one go. Like, it took a little bit of time. The root was down there, and they showed me the tooth after they pulled it out and everything. And This is gonna be absolute fucking bullshit getting back to the house. Oh my god. Ugh. 5 o'clock, man. 5 o'clock on a fucking weekday, on a Monday nonetheless, trying to get to the house. So, you know, we went in, he did a full examination of my mouth. We took pictures of everything, and did pictures. We did x-rays of everything, and he inspected everything. He saw, like, you know, I had some cavities that I need to get grinded out, and then put some filling in, and get, you know, some other teeth extracted. He's like, there's a couple that we can save. If we get you back in here at a decent time, you know, we can cut out the cavities and fill those up so we can try to save these teeth. I'm like, that's great. You know, I'm happy. That's something that would be absolutely awesome, because at this point, the rate I'm going, you know, I'm not going to have any molars left. You know, I had very bad dental hygiene for a long time, and as a truck driver, even beforehand, you know, it was bad dental hygiene, and a bad history of my dad's side of the family having bad teeth. So, you know, waiting so long to get it done just because of anxiety, or the fact that it's going to cost a lot of money. When I got this tooth extracted, dude, it only cost me $260 to get it extracted, and he got it done same day. When I went in, he numbed me up. I barely felt the needle in my mouth, and then next thing I know, he's already yanking on it to pull it out. And it took him a little bit because it was in there, but he got it out, and it was not bad at all. I felt pressure, of course, but no pain. I'm so used to I just went to the dentist, you know, so, you know, I'm already in the zone. Is that a dead deer just in the middle of the street? Yeah, a dead deer just right there. Like, I don't even know how it would have died right there. That part of the road's closed down. Anyways, I'm trying to head home now, and I'm sorry it's been so long. I know a bunch of you guys have been checking up on me. I really appreciate that. Discord and Snapchat people are asking where the hell I am, if I'm still alive. Yes, I am. I've been going through some pretty hellacious toothache pain, and it's very difficult to make. Those are nice houses. It's very difficult to think straight, let alone make a video about anything interesting while I'm under so much pain. So that's what's been going on. I hope this suffices. I should be back on the road here in the next couple days. I need to start working again, man. I need to get working. I came home way too early. I made 2 checks. I had to take my e-fund out so I could get my teeth worked on, which you guys know I use this for my. I usually use that for my taxes, but I'm having to cut into that so I can get my teeth fixed, because I can't work. I can't work with this amount of fucking pain. So, anyways, remember, gents, ladies, love it, hate it, ready, take care, and I'll see y'all another time.